So this one gives me some information about a function. It tells me its derivatives, the value, the first derivative, the second derivative, and the third derivative. They want me to write a third-order Taylor polynomial about x equals 0, and they want me to use that to approximate f of 0.3. So, to do a Taylor series like this, I know that I'm going to write P sub 3 because it's got the third derivative in it. You could use any notation you want there. Of x, that is f of x, f of 0 plus f prime of 0 times x. Remember, we've talked about it a lot. That is the tangent line part of this. Plus f double prime of 0 over 2 factorial. That guy is my x squared term. Plus f triple prime of 0 over 3 factorial times x cubed. Now remember, the reason why we have this formula is because the 2 factorial comes from, if I were to go down 2 derivatives, I would get a 2 for the first derivative with an x, and that would cancel with this, and then I derive one more time, and this would be the term on its own. So if I derive this p sub 3 2 times, then this is the term without an x on it. So when I plug in x equals 0, I get out what I'm looking for, that -4. Same thing here. If I were to derive it 3 times, I would go 3 for the first one, then times 2, and that's where that 3 factorial comes from. So all I have to do is plug in this value here, this value here, this value here, and this value there. When I do that, I get all these pieces, and then I should probably simplify these two right here. So I'll do that. This is going to leave me with a 2. 48 divided by 6, 48 divided by 6, that leaves me with an 8. So I get this, 6 minus 3x. Ooh, pause. What did I do wrong there? That should be a minus 2x squared plus that 8x cubed. So that's the answer for part A. And then all I have to do is plug in 0.3 to this equation to answer part B. So P sub 3 of 0.3 is 6 minus 3 times 0.3 minus 2 times 0.3 squared plus 8 times 0.3 cubed. Now, you could type that into your calculator with parentheses and everything like that. Sometimes it gets complicated if those are negatives. In this case, they're not, so it's not that bad. But what I like to do here is use the store feature on my calculator to store 0.3 in as I usually use a, and then I'll type 6 minus 3a minus 2a squared plus 8a cubed, and it's just more fluid and easier and less error prone. If you do that, you should get 5.136.